Hello everybody, I am Moldy, and this is Shadows Over Loathing once again. In the last episode, we broke the curse on the key by solving a murder mystery on a train. Speaking of, what does that key do? Putting that terrible key on a chain has rendered it decorative, so it's an accessory that ups item drops. Great. So, if I was to put that on, it would replace my gauze ascot. Well, fine, I'm swamped with exhaustion, fitting since we'd spent so much time in a swamp. The Big Moist. The swampiest swamp there ever swamped. And now what are we dreaming about this time? A disconcerting dream. I have become a girl. It is my worst nightmare. I ain't no girl. Today's October 20th, 1902. Well, that's very wrong because today is actually November 2nd, 2024. Your calendar's wrong! Fix it! My diary. What's today's entry? This diary is property of Margaret, age 9. All others got to keep out under penalty of law. Dear diary, yesterday, our dog Daisy died. Papa said it was bound to happen because she was older than me, which isn't old for a kid, but is really old for a dog. He said we'll get a new dog soon, but I was sad anyway. Some birthday. At school today, the teacher asked what we want to be when we grow up. I said I'll be God, because then I can make sure all the dogs live a long time and are always happy. Someone laughed and that jerk Billy Gribsley said, a girl can't be God. So I said, I'll be president instead because that's nearly as good. He said a girl can't be president either. Well, I'll show him. I'm gonna make all kinds of laws about being nice to dogs, and I'll make being a jerk illegal too, so Billy Gribsley goes to jail and can't eat nothing but bread and water forever. He will tremble under the tyranny of me, Margaret, whatever my last name is, when I become the president. So there. And I've grown older. Your desk, covered in Ocean City paperwork. Poindexter, your insufferable bean counter. What do you want this time? What is it, Terrence? Madam Comptroller, I merely need your signature on these budget provisions, the remainder of the funds currently allocated to municipal services will be redirected to your shadow presidential campaign and your other projects. That sounds a bit obvious. Rest assured, I am only sparing you the details, which you have made quite clear to me that you find intolerably boring. The transactions will be meticulously observed through shell corporations, cutouts, offshore accounts, and the like. Alright, good. You better not be skimming more off the top than I'm willing to ignore. Certainly not, Madam Comptroller. The documents have been signed. Now, what does that mean? It's time to record the announcement of your candidacy for Shadow President. One of your PR lackeys, carefully trained to be just unafraid of you enough to tell you what not to say in public. Well, perhaps you should be a little less unafraid. Otherwise, I'll make you even more afraid. You ever think about that? Maybe think before you go being unafraid enough. Now let's record that the announcement. Alright. Ahem. Attention, peons! Oh, geez, don't call them peons, ma'am. And please try for a less than totalitarian tone, generally. Right. So, something like... What's cooking, my pals? Wow, no. Much too casual. Nobody would buy it. I hated saying it anyway. How about... Howdy, folks! Too folksy, ma'am. This isn't Arkansas. Well, for starters, it's pronounced Arkansas. Also, fuck you. Quit telling me what to do. My fellow citizens, good evening. I'm Margaret. That's weird. The levels went all funny when you said your last name. Don't worry about it. I hereby announce my candidacy for Shadow President. Vote for me, or else. Ah, nope, sorry ma'am, no. Ugh. Start out by explaining who you are. Most of them probably don't pay much attention to local politics. Fine! My role as Ocean City's comptroller, I have made it my mission to rob you suckers blind for my own nefarious needs. Ma'am, are you funning with me? It feels good to tell the truth once in a while. Won't you get elected though? I suppose not. In my role as Ocean City's comptroller, I have made it my mission to eliminate waste and graft in the city's finances. And I am proud to say that I have been completely successful through my program of shutting down needlessly wasteful civic programs, thereby forcing you to live in desperate squalor like the rats you are. Okay, feel better? Yeah, it was good to get that out. Swell, let's get the real one now. Alright, fine. Thereby ensuring none of you have the time or energy to protest my actions. They probably don't want to hear that, ma'am. Well, fuck it, they're gonna hear it anyway! Reserving your valuable taxpayer meat for the things that actually matter. Things like mom, baseball, and apple pie. That's pretty good, but if it isn't a cliche yet, it will be soon. Fine, how about ultimate power? They'll assume you mean for everyone. Yeah, no way. They ain't getting ultimate power, that's just mine. I get to be the tyrant around here. Anyone else who gets in my way, they're gonna get all executed and shit. Now for family prosperity and freedom. Perfectly meaningless. Love it. Okay, then just a call to action to top it all off, and we're done. A vote for me is a vote for you. Vote for me, I'll pay you 100 meat. I don't feel like giving away my own money. Vote for me or I'll destroy you. But yeah, a vote for me is a vote for you. Oh, that's just great. Just perfect. Good. Is that all? Yeah, we'll add the legal this message blah 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 campaign for Shadow President stuff in post. Great, I'm out of here. Ugh, time travel makes my guts itch. Why is that? Maybe scratch your guts a little more. Can't have them being all itchy. Now let's grease this guy's wheels because this guy's a yokel even by the standards of his time. Mayor Burby, I presume? Yes, who are you? I'm here to speak with you about Crystal Dream Valley Dam Project. I want you to make the dam bigger, much bigger, and much more powerful. Here are some revised plans. A dam this large would flood the valley and displace hundreds of people. Besides, the dam is planned will provide a perfectly adequate amount of power. Why would we need to make it bigger? How about a handshake agreement? What? I don't even know who you are. You want me to agree to this on the basis of a handshake? Specifically, I'm offering you the chance to shake hands with the handle of this large briefcase filled with meat. Oh, well now, yes, I think this new plan is quite viable. Good. A little bribery. Make things evil for me. This desk is carved from a single block of tedium, the raw elemental form of boring work. So it is. And the sheep. There's a sheep in your office. So there is. Why? It turns out that a lot of the president's time is spent on ceremonial bullcrap that nobody actually cares about. Case in point, pardoning the Thanksgiving turkey. None of your aides know what a turkey looks like, apparently. Bah. Pardon the damn thing anyway. There's no reason not to. We've pardoned a sheep, and there's a lady with a space hat. My desk is covered in political policy documents, both benevolent and malign. There's a note here about going back in time and making the Crystal Dream Dam bigger. Gotta get on that eventually. Like we already just did that. Your ridiculous court wizard isn't taking the situation seriously. Make it clear to her what is required. Give me a progress report on the SIT thing. Have you taken care of the problem yet? Oh, it's so dreary and unfestive there. All that math and science. It isn't holly or jolly. Screw your damn theme. Your job is dealing with the magical issues. I won't have that do-gooding interloper messing around in the library. There's too much at stake. Get it dealt with, or I'm giving Crimbo's federal holiday status to the friggin' groundhog. You wouldn't. Go. Get out of my office. And don't you dare assume that I wouldn't do something that I'm about to do. 6 lockers. Yeah, I distinctly remember going through 6 lockers before. Some dumb jock kid you have given a presidential fitness award to. Well, hey kid, how's it going? Hi? Brilliant. Alright, by the power invested in me as the shadow president, here's an award for being able to climb a rope faster than most other kids, which is definitely important, and this is the great use of my time. Thanks. Do I get a speech? Yeah, go ahead, I won't be here for it. And now here we are in the swamp, Gator King. This miserable beast. Deal with him. President Strong, make rich. Yes, I know, and yes, you don't have to remind me of the terms of our 2-word agreement. You're keeping your people mean and hungry? Yes, warriors mean, warriors hungry, good fighters! That's right, you're my ace in the hole, this stinking mud hole. If I need to use force, so you'd better stay on top of things if you want your make rich. Keep everyone worshipping at the Gator Shrine too, but for God's sake, don't mess with the stuff in the basement. If you screw anything up down there, I will turn you into wallets. Get me? I get. Good. Well, I think he went and screwed with things in the basement because he got smashed by stuff in the basement. What is happening to my hair? Got into that hair gel, I guess. This useless oaf, that's General Bruise. And duty calls again? Well, fine. I'll take my duty all over this desk. Leave a big, steaming presidential deuce all over it. More damn paperwork. How come nobody told me being president is all paperwork and talking to idiots? Sorry, ma'am, but the unwashed masses gotta be kept in line while we amass power. Yeah, fine. I hereby sign this order declaring July 12th National Bread and Circuses Day. All citizens get a complimentary dinner roll and a free turn on the nearest suitable trapeze. Ma'am, I ain't sure that... Who cares? Let Coolidge deal with it. What's he even for, anyway? This is all beneath me. Storming on out. My hair's still being all weird and you got a shadowy beard. Hellstrom, what does he want? Everyone wants something from the president. All right, Hellstrom, let's hear your report. Everything's fine and dandy, ma'am. I don't rightly understand what this shadow energy stuff is exactly, or why you're so goddamn why you want so goddamn much of it. But the converters are spraying it out slicker and grease mice out of a Gatling gun, with plenty of slag left over to press into those weird monsters you like. Finally, some good news. So you'll meet the project deadline? Yep, though we'll need to expand the oil drilling operations some more. Need you to sign this permit so as we can expand into lots 210, 240. Yeah, fine, I'll sign. Sure, whatever, wait, 210, 240? Oh, that a problem? My family's farm is 223. Well, ma'am, if you're wanting your weird black juice, we gotta get the regular black juice out of the ground first. Alright, fine. Sorry, Grandpa. Yep, we gotta screw over our own family in the process, apparently. Hey, there's the end of this dream. Enough of this. This dream was so much longer than all the other ones. Had a lot of shit going on there. But now I'm back in my room. And I'm gonna do a little shadow boxing here. Duck, punch, bob, weave, punch. Now we fight harder. We gotta do that every day. Or else things will be bad. Forgot about this. Swamp haunch. Can't really do anything with it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I got some more sports drink or something that I could go using to up my melee damage. Yeah, there it is. Even more melee damage. Sporty. So that's my potion. And what about food? I haven't eaten any food, and that doesn't do me any good because I don't magic things. Robot fuel? Nah, not drinking that. Shadow milkshake? No. I really need some food, like this shadow hot dog. Ooh, that's really good. Why have I not been eating these? This thing seems really dangerous. Are you sure you want to go through with this? Yes! You consume the shadow hot dog, which is both inside and outside the bun. The shadow is now inside you as well as outside you. A pleasant numbness spreads within you, soothing darkness. And I've got Dog Star, comprehensive. Well, I'll be able to murder things so much more effectively. We got a sickle from a signal. Wait. We got a signal from a sickle. You know, the farming tool thing. It's over in Gray County somewhere. Mostly nothing but farms there, but there's a store that's been open since forever. The owner's name is Jasper. He knows Murray. He'll probably help you out. Here's a map. And it's on a placemat. Because of course it is. This is a dinner placemat. It literally has a map of the county right in the middle of it. Oh, I'm just impressed that you found a way to give me an actual map while still also giving me a thing that isn't a map. Well, you know how maps work by now. They're never just straight up maps. Now, which of these stores is... Oh yeah, I forgot about this thing. I can unlock that muscle key. It takes everything you've got, but finally, the sturdy keyhole of Phylax falls to you in this contest of raw strength. The cast iron head gives you a nod. Respect between gladiators. But the moxie and mysticality isn't happening. Perhaps someday. I didn't want to go in there. I was simply too close to the door. Also, that instrument store that opens up here. There we go, Texas Instruments. Yep, you're really shredding that harmonica. Hi there, I'm Garplot. Well, howdy, Garplot, I'm Tex. Got all manner of portable musical instruments perfect for livening up a trip down a dusty old trail or whiling away the evening at a campfire. Those aren't typical use cases for me, but I get your drift. Yep, anything I can show you, show me what you got. That's what you can do. So, antique jaw harp, that's a moxie weapon, bodily harmonica, moxie and physical damage, moxie and also physical damage for the combat tambourine. What the fuck? Combat tambourine. The bells on this tambourine have been strategically loosened so that they can be launched towards enemies. Well, to each their own, I guess. Physical damage to all enemies, that's just a ranged weapon. Don't you have anything that goes off a muscle? Or I guess this is all just moxie. When they finally invent gritty cop shows, you'll... I can't read that word. That L icon is in the way. Probably says B. You'll be able to provide the perfect soundtrack. Yep, that's what a dirty sax is for. Embarrassing whistle also does moxie. Moxie! Moxie. Kinda thought this would be a case of the cello. Like, that went off a muscle, and yet all these go off the moxie. Well, whatever. Let's swing by the speakeasy. I might have picked up something that I can give to you. Who is this guy? He said, "Sup, boss, don't bother him. He's bouncing." Oh, he's the bouncer. He's also got a really weird-looking head. Anyway, Fancy Dan, you give me the money. I found a crate of bass oil. I don't think people are gonna like this very much, but you're the boss. And, yeah, you don't have anything that ups my damn fucking muscle. We really need drinks that'll up my muscle. But fine, I'll have me a beer. Bottoms up. You drink the beer, you had better beer, but you definitely had worse beer. Well, okay. That didn't replace my sports drink, did it? It may well have been a... Okay, my sports drink is still in effect. Okay, so booze and potions are two different things. Alright, Barker. I forgot about him. And there's Gabby. And this guy. He's been infected with the Charleston fever. That ain't a good thing for you. Anyway, what's in the first aid kit? Gauze, charcoal. And I don't have the hobo code knowledge to go translating that. I've learned a little bit of hobo code, but not quite enough for it to be useful. I can translate that. The code reads Sandwich April 18th, 1858. Huh. What's that all about? No idea. Why did I go in there? Stupid ass auto opening doors. Well, whatever. Point in case. I'm all out of time for this episode, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Goodbye.